Hello friends. Today I want to say this before I start. I know I'm a little bit late, okay? I know that I'm doing like an autumn home and it's like almost winter, but I just really wanted to build one and I got really inspired, and I don't usually finish builds, and I actually finished this one. So you should be very proud of me and not disappointed that it's like kind of late. So anyway, here's my autumnal family home that everyone has been posting these for months and months. I'm a little bit late. Sorry guys. I hope you still like it though. At least now you're not watching a bunch of similar color scheme houses at the same time. You can watch mine months after you've watched all the other ones. While other people are already making these beautiful snowy mansions. But yeah, a little bit late with this one. The video is also up a little bit late because I'm recording this voiceover like 30 minutes after it's supposed to go up. But oh well. How sad. This video, I want to say, I say this in a lot of videos that are like bigger builds, but I take a very long time to build. I'm very indecisive, like very indecisive. So building takes me a very, very long time unless I know exactly what I want, which I never know exactly what I want. So the likelihood of that happening, not just zero. Everything takes me a very long time. So when I build very large buildings, it just takes absolutely forever for me to, build it. So I cut out a lot of it. I cut out me roofing it, I think. I'm watching it right now and I already don't remember what I have done and haven't done on camera. But I cut out all the parts I didn't think you'd care about. Like I cut out some like cluttering of spaces, some like putting down random furniture that I like took way too long to decide what was gonna go there. Like if I was gonna like put a plant in the corner and I put like 7 different things there, I just cut it out completely because I didn't see the point in it being there. Like I don't know. There's a lot of things that you might be like, they're missing, but you'd only notice if you're like paying attention. So I usually watch Sims videos more as like a podcast, specifically videos like this where you're just kind of like talking and there's a build going on. Like I mostly use them as like a podcast type of video. They just kind of like play in the background and then I look over every once in a while, depending on what I'm doing. So I hope you like listening to me talking if that's what you're doing. Hope you're having a good day, everyone. But I just want to update you on what's going on in my life. So my new semester in uni has started yesterday. So I'm gonna be back in classes, which is really exciting, but possibly gonna make my life a little bit more chaotic because since I got my like Lil Simsy raid, I've started doing so much more stuff for like content creation because I like fully got my like passion for it back. So I've been doing like so much extra work. Like I've been putting more effort into my videos and I've been streaming a lot more. But that does mean that I have less time for school now. And when I got my Lil Simsy raid, I was in an exam week, and then the week after it was also an exam week. But in those 2 weeks, I only had 2 exams, and they were on the same day. So like that was not that big of a deal for me. Like I had to hand in a bunch of projects, but like I did those in like 4 days time, and I missed one video, and that was it. So I was literally fine. But now I am a little bit worried because I'm gonna have to do like things again, and I've now committed to this schedule of streaming like multiple times a week, like 3 times a week. So we'll see how that goes. I guess we'll find out. Also, I talk about so many things at once. I'm very sorry. But The Sims, yesterday night, I was literally about to go to bed. It was like 11:30. I was like, okay, I have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so I'll go to bed like soonish. So I was like, okay, I'll check my phone and then I'll go to sleep. I did not sleep until like 2 a.m., so I did not sleep a lot. But oh well, that's beside the point. But I was gonna go to sleep, so I was like, okay, I'll just check Twitter. I open my phone and I have a notification from Twitter, and I'm like, okay. So I have a notification that says, The Sims replied to your tweet. And then it was like the cutest or something. I think that's what it said. And I was like, okay, lovely. Because there's so many accounts on Twitter that have like The Sims as their like name. Because it doesn't show the username. It just shows like the display name they have on Twitter. in the Twitter notification. So I was like, oh, it's probably like one of those accounts that just like retweets Sims content, because that's usually like a lot of them have like a similar username, like a similar display name to The Sims, obviously. So I thought it was that. I opened the notification. It's like literally The Sims, like the verified account The Sims, replying to the tweet I made about my video, the last one from the plant cafe. And I was like, excuse me, I was brushing my teeth, and I was like toothbrush in my mouth, like brushing my teeth with my phone in my hand, and I was like to my girlfriend, I was like, The Sims just replied to my tweet, like with toothpaste in my mouth. So she was laughing at me, and she was like, what? Which is valid, I understand. She was very confused what I was trying to say, but I don't know, that was a fun surprise for the night. So that was fun. That was like kind of a moment for me. I was like, is this like what it's like to be famous in the Sims community? I'm totally kidding, don't worry. I'm 100% kidding. Don't worry about my ego. It's absolutely fine. But I don't know. That was fun. That was exciting. I think it's because they were like replying to a bunch of people that built stuff and like made stuff with the kit. And that was a video I made about the kit. So I'm guessing that's why they saw it, because I did post it like many days ago. But so that was fun. I like that. It was a good experience. I've had so many crazy things happen in like such a short amount of time, right? I just want to say how like incredibly grateful I am. I talk about being grateful for things constantly because one of the things on my stream is like there's a gratefulness check for channel points. If you don't know how Twitch works, I don't know how I'm going to explain that to you properly, but it's just like you can earn points by being in this stream. Like they're just like points you get for watching a certain amount of time. So if you get a certain amount of points, you could spend them, and then like everyone that wants to can say something that they're grateful for. So if you want to, you can do it in the comments right now. I don't know. If you feel like it, you can. But we do that a lot. So I talk a lot about this, but I feel like I haven't really talked about it on YouTube yet. But I am so grateful for like everything that's happened over the past few weeks, because this is like, it's been like a month, not even. And so much stuff has happened. It's been genuinely such an incredible experience. I got my little Simsy raid while I was doing a charity event, which is like the charity event in itself is already like the coolest thing I've ever done. Like I was working with some really cool streamers and like talking to streamers that I've like looked up to for such a long time. So I was just like generally very excited to like participate in something like that. And I was having the most fun in the whole wide world doing that. And then I got a little Simsy raid, which obviously was incredible because I don't want to be like cringy, but like she was the reason I started streaming, because I watched her streams a lot and she like played The Sims. I was like, oh, that's fun. And like I don't want to be like we're similar people, because like I don't know Kayla that well. Like I know her from her videos, so I haven't like talked to her personally, but like we in my head I feel like I can relate to her in a lot of ways. So I was like, well, we're both like shy and like all that, so I was like, I can do this. I like talking to myself more than I like talking to other people, and I feel way more comfortable talking to myself. Like if I told people in school that I did this, they'd be like, no you don't, we never hear you talk before, how do you record videos? That doesn't make any sense. Like I don't really talk to anyone, and so oh well. But I don't know, it was a really cool experience, and genuinely I've had the most support ever in my entire life recently, and it's been incredible. And I am so grateful for everyone. If you've been like any kind of nice to me, if you've like commented something nice to me, just know that I've like probably screenshotted your comment and like saved it somewhere. Or like if you sent me a nice message on Discord, or like even in Twitch chat, like I've screenshotted so many of them and just have them saved somewhere for like when I'm not feeling good, because I am very easily like upset and I'm like, I shouldn't do this. No one likes the things I do, which is very dramatic, I know. That's just my self-confidence problem. But I don't know, it's really cool when you spend a really long time being like, I don't really have a lot of friends, so what if I'm just really unlikable? And then people choose to like hang out with you by choice on like streams and videos. That's just like really fun. So I'm really grateful for that. It's like genuinely been one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me in my entire life. But not to like be sappy forever, because that's a little bit annoying. So I'll talk about some other stuff today as well, I promise. I won't just sit here and be like, I am so grateful for everything, because I feel like that's just a bit too much of a speech, and that's a little bit annoying. So I'll stop talking about that now. I just wanted you to know that, because I feel very grateful. And I'm very happy about everything. Like recently everything's just been really awesome and really cool, and I'm just very excited about it. So thank you. But I want to tell you something about what's going on in the Netherlands right now. It's positive, I promise. No more like weird politics and COVID and chaos. This is literally just fun stuff that if you're not Dutch, you'd probably like hearing about. So in the Netherlands, we don't really celebrate Christmas in the way that like Americans do and like a lot of other countries do, with like Santa and like all that stuff. We have like a Christmas tree, but Santa doesn't come here. He skips out on this one because we have sinterklaas, which you might be like, what is that? Well, it's very similar to Santa in many ways. As in, he brings presents, he has helpers, which we won't talk about those, but it's very exciting. Also, I'm looking at this now. At some point in this video, I'm sizing up that teddy, the like cat dog toy thing, and the arms become so weird, and it's the like genuinely weirdest thing ever, and it made me laugh so much that I thought I'd leave it in the video. But anyway, back to my topic, Sinterklaas. So this is like it's basically Santa, right? It like he brings you presents, except it's a little bit creepy. So he arrived here on Saturday, like to the country, because his story is like he comes from Spain on a boat with his little helpers, and then he like brings presents. He's on a horse, a white one. I mean, it was a white one last time I checked. The name's already changed since I was a child, so my childhood's already ruined. It's fine. But he comes here on his boat, and then he hangs out here for like, I don't know, a while. He hangs out from, I think, second weekend of November until December 5th. December 5th is his birthday, and that is like the big Christmas Day kind of presents event. But on the days leading up to December 5th, you have like you like put your shoe out, and like sometimes you might like put a carrot in it or something for the horse, or I don't know, you like sing a song, and then every once in a while he'll like bring you a little shoe present. So that will be like, I don't know, maybe pens or something. They won't be like big presents. I mean, for most people they won't be big presents. They'll just be like small things, like a bracelet or like I don't know, socks. And then on December 5th, he comes and there is this massive bag of presents left outside your door at night. And then there's just presents in there for like everyone. And it's really fun. So I thought you'd want to know that. I like knowing about what's going on in different countries and like cultures, because I know that like Christmas is different in a lot of places. A lot of places don't celebrate Christmas, obviously. We don't really celebrate Christmas here the way that you would do in a lot of other countries, because we celebrate Christmas here, at least in my family. Christmas is just like a big meal. We don't really celebrate it many other ways. We have a Christmas tree and we like decorate for Christmas, but outside of like Christmas tree, Christmas music, and a Christmas dinner, like there's literally nothing else. I'm gonna celebrate real Christmas in England this year though, so that's very exciting. I'm going to England with my girlfriend because she's from England. So you'll hear my opinions on that kind of Christmas at some point, because I've never had a Christmas like that ever in my life. I've celebrated a lot of Sinterklaas, but never Christmas with like a Santa. Because Santa skips over the Netherlands. It wouldn't be fair for us to get presents to like a few weeks in a row, you know what I mean? They split up their tasks. We get Sinterklaas, you get Santa. So that's kind of exciting. I want to know if anyone else has some like fun things like this going on in their country. I don't know. You know, before like Christmas, people are always like, yeah, I can't sleep because it's Christmas tomorrow. It was like I don't know, every single morning as a child, like definitely on like the first day that sinterklaas comes, most people get a present that day in their shoe, which is just exciting. Because like sometimes they like leave notes, which are fun to read, because you like leave your wish list the first night, and like they'll bring you a tiny present and like a note every once in a while, or just a note, or like sometimes they'll bring you like a snack. I don't know, or like some fruits. we would usually get like a tangerine or something, which I personally really like. I like fruit a lot. I think that's very tasty. But as a child, I think I wanted a present really bad. So sometimes I was like, oh man. But you can't get presents every day. That's not fair. But I don't know. It's so exciting as a child. Every single morning, you're just kind of like running downstairs in your pajamas, like, am I gonna get something today? I remember that one year, on one of the days, I went downstairs and I was sick that day. So I was not having a good time at all. I woke up and I was like, I don't feel good. I want to stay home from school today and I don't want to be here. I was like, I'm not a very happy person. I was like 9, I don't know. And then I find this book and it's like, small me, very interested in animals, very interested in nature. I bought like a animal encyclopedia for kids, and my mom was like, are you sure you want to buy this? And I was like, obviously yes, and I read the whole thing. So then I go downstairs. I'm already like super miserable because I don't know, I'm sick. I go downstairs and I find a book, and the book, it's like a beautiful blue book. It's about like sea creatures, which some people might be very scared of that. The ocean's a very scary place. But it was like a whole book about like sea creatures and like things that live in the ocean, and had like these beautiful pictures in it. And I was so excited. I probably read that book in like a day because I was like, I'm home anyway. I can do whatever I want. And I loved that book so much. I had like the most fun in the whole world. I remember like a picture of it inside the book very vividly. It was like, you know, those pictures that are like how deep the ocean is, and then compared to like humans and like the Empire State Building and like all these random things. I had no clue what the Empire State Building was when I was 9, but I was very impressed. I still love animals so much though. Like if you were to buy me an animal book right now, oh, I would be so happy. I don't think you understand. Animals make me so happy. I get very excited about animals. I get very excited about pictures of animals. If you want to share them with me, you can tweet them at me or something. I don't know. I have my social media linked down below if you want to. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rants today. I was very all over the place. This is just kind of what happens. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to, you can subscribe and watch more of my other things. And follow me on Twitter, because I don't really use any other social media. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on Friday. Goodbye, friends.